CA glue is mainly used for small applications where you just need a quick stick. There are larger applications where you may need to use something like contact adhesive, which is basically doing the same type of job. When you touch the pieces together, they stick. So the CA glue is basically super glue for wood. This is the glue here. This is the bond accelerant. So this will set up on its own. You don't actually have to have the accelerant. Put your glue on one side of the pieces that you'd like to connect. Get a good spread there. And then the other side of the piece, you're going to take and spray with the accelerant. Then you can take these pieces, line them up, stick them together, wait just a few seconds, and you'll have a nice bond. This is good for small pieces like pre-assembling crown or baseboard. Lots of other uses, but in woodworking, that's probably something that you would use it for. Not something like gluing up big pieces of wood into any type of serving tray or cutting board or anything like that. That would be, you would need to use actual wood gluing clamps. So now there's those pieces are stuck together within just a few seconds. It's fully sandable. If you get too much out, you could clean it up with sandpaper, you could chip it off. This type of glue really doesn't have very much elasticity into it, so it can snap. It's not highly likely unless it's put under pressure, but it's also why it's only used for small things, because you can snap this glue. And of course I can go back and re-glue it. But there's also another thing in my arsenal of glues that I use, and it's this type of glue here, which is contact adhesive. This will cover a lot of area. Unlike this, you would run out of this and not get a good bond on a way larger piece like you would with the contact adhesive. This is what I would use to do Formica or veneers, stick two sheets of anything together, really. It's cool because it comes out like spider webs, so you can kind of have your Spider-Man fantasy here. So you just spray it on both pieces. Try to make sure you get good coverage. And it looks like spider webby. If you guys can see that. Let these dry for just a few minutes until they're completely dry, where they're not tacky to the back of your hand. Now that I've given these a few minutes to dry, we can go ahead and stick them together. With contact adhesive, it always helps to just tap it with a block and a hammer. That way it'll break up any air bubbles if there is, and give you a nice tight bond. Like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to get these apart.